explain you the precession or the iron gati of the earth. Earth is experiencing a lot of things. It's not just the rotation of the earth around the sun. There are a lot more things are happening with the earth which are responsible for the life on the earth. Some things are very important for maintaining the climate and maintaining the life overall. So first of all, let's take a bigger look what's happening. This is the sun, and around it the earth rotates around it. Now, how do we know that the precession is happening, the iron gati is happening? There are many things. Like if we observe that we generally observe the arrival of Uttarayan on 14th of January. But as we also know that the longest night doesn't happen on 14th of January. It was happening few thousand years ago, but these days it is happening on the 21st December, and it is shifting. And when we look at other things here, the equinox or the equal day and equal night, they used to happen on the 21st March. That is when we observe the Basant Sampat. No, 14th of April, sorry, when we observe the new year, like 14th of April or 13th of the April, then when the Baishakh month starts, we observe that that is the day of the equal like day and night. But actually it is happening many days before, on 21st March it is happening on that. And if we go towards the Dakshinayan, when Dakshinayan starts, it's when moves towards the like this hemisphere, the like western and northern and southern hemispheres. Here things are happening on the 21st June. The 21st June is the day when the day is the longest and short is the night. But that is like the Dakshinayan. But when we observe it on 16th of July, so there is a difference. It's happening due to the precession or the Ayan Gati. And there are a lot more things. Like this is the Sharad Sampat. There is a difference of some 20 days as around this thing as well. Now let me take you to the axis of the earth so we can understand these things. There are a lot more things happening. The earth is rotating around the sun. It takes around 365 days. Then earth is rotating on its own axis, like 24 hours it takes to for the day and night. That is responsible for the day and night. Then there is the moon that is rotating around the earth, which is taking around 27 days to complete this. Now what's happening is, and all these things are happening mostly anti-clockwise. The earth has a tilt. Currently it is 23.44 degrees, and since this is the summer in the northern hemisphere, so the tilt is towards the northern pole is tilted towards the sun, so it is receiving the maximum sunlight. That is the reason we are experiencing the summer this time. And also the summer is extreme because the angle is 23.44 degrees, and few years ago it was actually very warm. The climate change is responsible for, but the main thing was the angle. The angle was actually lower angle. It had gone towards 24.5 degrees. That is the lowest angle the earth goes. Then it comes back to the 22.1. The green area is where earth is heading back. Today it is heading back towards that reason. I mean the earth's tilt will be 22 point degrees in next 10,000 years. It will take that much time. So this whole circle, this angle change from here to here, and this thing takes 41,000 years. That's a long duration just to change such a small angle. And it is responsible for the a lot of things like the ice age. When earth goes to this area like 22.1 degrees, it will be a lot of ice on the snow on the north pole and south poles, because the sunlight will not fall directly onto those places, and that will lead to the accumulation of snow on those poles. So that is very understood. Now this is the like the rotation, like 24 hours. Then this is the thing, the earth's tilt is not like stable. It will not stay here. It will go around this, it will take a cycle, it will rotate. And why, where it is looking, the earth is always looking towards the north star, and that north star is not fixed. That north star keeps on changing. Today it is Polaris or the Dhruv Tara. If we look up, it is far off in the sky, like there. It is looking towards that, and it has been looking like at that for last 2000 years, and up to next 1500 years it will look towards the Polaris. And after that, after 1500 years, it will look towards the Gamma Cephei. Gamma Cephei is another star, it is very bright. And after like 8000 years, it will be looking towards the Danube, that is called Hans as well. And after 12,500 years, it will again look towards the Vega or the Abhijit. And 14,000 years ago, it was also looking towards the Abhijit or the Vega when the last ice age happened. And after that, it started looking towards the 5,000 years ago when the pyramids in the Egypt or the Misr or the Greece, oh sorry, Egypt were made 5,000 years ago. It was looking towards the Thuban, that is a star. There are a lot more things like the Makar Sankranti that we celebrate on the 14th of January will change when Earth will start looking towards the Gamma Cephei. The Makar Sankranti will actually fall on around 14th of February, 14th, 15th, and when it will start looking towards the Danube, the Makar Sankranti will fall around on the April 22. So that way, other things will shift as well. A lot of things are going to change. But it will take thousands of years, and when it will looking towards the Vega or the Abhijit, the Makar Sankranti will happen almost in the like 28th or 29th of July. That is such a difference. Also, as we know, the Basant Sampat and the Shara Sampat are like those days when like the day and night are equal. They have already shifted. We used to observe these things like if we look at this thing at the Basant Sampat, I mean after the this winter is over, the Basant season commences. After the like this thing happens, Uttarayan, when Uttarayan starts, moons like the sun starts moving towards that zone. Now we like celebrate it on the around 13th 14th April, but it is these days happening around like 20 or 22 21 March. So there's a huge difference. There's already a shift, and this shift has happened all these places. Like we experience the Makar Sankranti on the 14th of January. 14th of January is the day when the night is the longest and the day is the shortest. But where has that gone? That has gone to 21st December. 21st December is the day when night is the longest and day is the shortest. So there is a difference of around 20 plus days. And when Dakshinayan happens, here also this used to happen on the 16th of July. But these days the longest day happen on 21st June. So this difference is happening. It is because of this iron gati or the precession, the bobbling of the this axis, this tilt, and this is going around this takes around 26,000 years. To be exact, this is 25,772 years. That is the precession or the movement of the earth. Like these things are not stable, they take very long times. And this angle take 41,000 years, this cycle of angle changing. And this is responsible for the climate change, the ice age, melting of the glaciers, rising sea levels. And then these things are responsible for a lot of things, and a lot of changes or these things happening have been happening on the earth for so long. And hope you got the idea what is precession or the iron gati. Like this circle this earth takes, it will not stay here, this black thing, it will keep on changing, and at the same time this angle will also keep on changing. So these things are responsible for maintaining this. Now the earth has a tilt. The Earth's tilt is due to some cosmological event, some like something hit the earth and then it bobbled. Now that tilt has been maintained or retained by two things. One is the constant pull of the sun's gravity. It is constantly pulling, like these two, if you look at these arrows, this is constantly pulling it towards the sun, and it is trying to actually straighten it up, like this tilt of the earth. But the moon has done the opposite job. It has maintained this tilt, and moon is also exerting its gravitational pull on the earth, that is the responsible for the tides on the earth. And actually, if you look at the equator, the earth is not very circular. There is a kind of bobble, or earth is fatty at the equator, something like 26 miles. So that pull of this moon is also helping the earth to stay very stable in its tilt, that is responsible for the smooth weathers and smooth life on the earth. These are the conditions that made the life possible on earth. And this precession, this angle change, this moon's rotation around it, all these things are adding to that. So that was the whole idea of this thing. Hope you got the thing.